The aroma, you pull it out and you grind it, and you get more flavor out of it. Man, you put fennel in there, it's amazing how much more flavor you get out of that by doing the toasting. So something you can do that not a lot of sausage makers do either. All the ingredients that all the sausage I'm going to give you to seasoning the sample have had the spices toasted. You can kind of pick that up out of there as well. All right. Let's talk about casings. I didn't bring any natural casing with me, all right, because usually that's hog intestine or sheep intestine or something along those lines. But I did bring some others, okay? That's the natural casings. Collagen, edible collagen is another one that we use sometimes. Not a lot of your hardcore sausage makers will use edible collagen. A lot of them will use inedible collagen. These two right here, these are inedible collagens. What I mean by inedible, you can eat these, you're just going to see them tomorrow morning. Okay? And what's unique about these two, this is the one we use for summer sausage, and this is the one we also use this for a larger diameter summer sausage or a smaller diameter bologna. And when you come up here, you kind of look at them, they've got little bitty pinholes in them. They're smoke permeable. So when it goes through the smoke process, these little pinholes allow the smoke to stick to the surface. We'll also use these guys. See, it's got the black stripe on there. That's a plastic casing. We do hot dogs in these. And the reason why they're striped, you can buy different colors. For example, if you're an Oscar Mayer where they're making Oscar Mayer hot dogs, they don't use a clear one, they use a full color one. The blue ones, the blue casings, blue plastic casings, are your beef hot dogs. The yellow ones are your cheese hot dogs, and the orange ones are your regular hot dogs. So they're color coded by what the products they are by the casing. This is a bigger plastic casing. It's not smoke permeable. It is plastic. It's kind of that boil and bag technology that used to be so popular in the 80s and the early 90s. This is what we would use for a type of lunch meat that all we're going to do is cook it. We're not really cared about the smoke flavor. We can add smoke flavoring to the seasoning block, but normally we don't think of that. We just throw that in there. A lot of times you just boil. If we talk about boil and bag technology, a lot of times you just boil in there. You can come up and look at them. The other ones we have, just a plastic bag. Use those as well. All right, things you're going to need. All right. You're going to need a lug. That's what these are. Okay, we're going to use that later on. We're going to use a stuffer, and this is a stuffer, and pay no attention, this is the name of the company on here. And the reason why I have to point that out, I got in trouble because a student thought we etched that name in there. That's the name of the company that makes it, so I have to, in my agreement with them, is if I use this, I have to tell people that's the name of the company. All right, stuffing horns. They just screw on the front here, maybe. Okay. This just goes basically as a hand crank. This is about all you need for making sausage at home. All right. The stuffing horns come in different sizes. You're going to need a grinder as well. And you can go out and spend the $25,000, $30,000 for a big grinder like I have back at the meat slab, but I'm assuming nobody wants to belly up for something that expensive, right? But I do think, Todd, correct me if I'm wrong, your local extension office has purchased some of these materials for use, correct? And I'll let you expand on that.
Yeah, we purchased a 22 grinder at Breathitt County office. If you looked at grinders, you're welcome to come in and use that there in the office. And we've got also a stuffer that like he's got there. So when you kill your deer this year and you want to make your own, just call us and come in and schedule that, and we'll let you do it. We ask that you do it in our facility. That way we kind of keep our equipment there. But you're more than welcome to come in and use ours instead of purchasing your own. This stuff can run into a lot of money. I think $500 or $600 for a grinder is nothing for one that's going to do a good job. And then A stuffer is probably 2 to 3, easy.
Yeah, I think we paid 800 for this stuffer.
Yeah,
It's just
so-
a 5-pound, when I say 5-pound stuffer, it holds 5 pounds of meat.
So come in and check it out, and try your own recipes before you invest a lot of money in this.
Other things you might want to think about, smokers. And when I say smokers, I'm not talking about your grill. You can usually at a Walmart or a Sam's, I have this exact one in my garage and I paid $250 for it. It's not a big investment. You can use it, I rarely use my grill now, I mainly use this, all right? Or, this is the smokehouse we have at UK. That'll set you back almost $200,000. I'm going to assume you guys are going to gravitate towards this one, all right? They both work pretty much the same, although this one has a bit more bells and whistles than the one from Sam's. But you might want to invest in one of those as well. Where do you find this stuff? I'm going to leave this up here for a second for those of you that are curious about it. You can usually just go on to Google or Bing. Now you Google it, now you Bing it to find something out. And you can find these companies. These are some that I've used in the past, especially sausagemaker.com. Another new one that seems to be pretty good is sausagesource.com. Here's one, meatprocessingproducts.com. It's a really good site. I even went on Amazon. Amazon has meat processing. Is there nothing Amazon doesn't have, to be honest with you? Bass Pro, because you are hunters, so you're interested in stuff. So Bass Pro does that. Cabela's does that as well. So that you'll find some of that stuff on there as well. Excuse me. So this is a picture of some natural casings. These are speed stuffer natural casings. These are plastic. And it goes down the middle of it, and they just slide the plastic, pull that off, and they don't have to kind of nurse the natural casing on there. This is my class from last year. This is our executive chef here. He's showing these guys are making snack sticks, chorizo snack sticks, making a dry cured sausage. Here's some old world Genoa salamis, and that white on there is mold. We add that mold to it, okay? And then you can buy a stuffer like this, or you can buy a stuffer like that. Okay, once again, you're talking about a huge investment. Here's one of our chefs making some of the products. And what I thought I would do, if you want to gather around, so imagine you're probably tired of sitting. Quite hard. There's really nothing to this, but it's kind of neat to see it. We use a pre-blended breakfast sausage. And, if somebody wants to, or if they want to split it up, you can take this home with you. We have a couple pounds of ground pork in there. All the meat out of there.